welcome everybody back to the second game of the evening here at Perth Mod Subiaco. Tonight we have a big game to close out the evening between the Arqam Eagles and Stirling Braza Futsal Club. These two teams both coming out here trying to find another win. Only 1 point separates these two sides on the ladder, with the Eagles currently sitting 7th on 5 points and Braza close behind in 8th on 4 points. Both sides are hovering, as I just mentioned, just outside of that top 6, and this matchup as a result will carry plenty of importance in the future of the season and in the ladder. We go through the team lineups for the evening as we get underway here tonight. We have the Arqam Eagles, Sami Atta, number 17, Amra Atta, 33, and Tarek Atta, number 10, and Miguel Oliveira, number 7, Nicholas Gonzalez, 91, Nicholas Kirkby, number 1, and Ethan Hardy, number 25. Sadad Yali, number 20. All right, Camille, number 8, and Abel Walder-Michael, number 22, rounding out the lineup for the Arqam Eagles. As we move on to Stirling Braza, we have John Page in goals, number 19, Joshua Ban, 11, Struan Burnett, 6, Baden Gray, 23. As this will be a Braza ball, we have Baden Gray, number 23, 1, James, 26, Nicholas Canas, 7, Oylan Escobar, 8, Wesley Vanagar, 16, Eddie Garrido, 29, Nicholas Torres, 17, and finally Danny Boy, number 27, rounding out the Stirling Braza lineup. As we get underway here, here's a chance for Braza. Not going to get through there. That was James, and the Eagles on the counter-attack. Here's an opportunity for the first. Page up to the task. As pouncing on this one is Burnett, but it's going to end up in Atta's possession and not finished. Just got under that there in the end. Amru Atta. John Page to Ban. Goes that wide. Ban will get it back again. Here's a chance for James, but in the end, Amru Atta comes in and cleans up. But James will still get a chance. He's got Canast. Tried to get it through, I think, to Canast there, but it's turned over. As that ball doesn't quite get through either. Here's Ban, Canast. Out to James, 1-on-1 with Atta. No, reset. They go all the way back there. Here's Ban now. Turn around there by James, but good block in the end. Very good block in the end. Atta was there as well as Oliveira. That ball gets all the way through. James tried to find Ban in the end. A bit too much on it. As Nicholas Kirkby will take from goals. It will be a side ball, in fact. The Atta. He gives it off dangerously. They might turn it over here. They do well in the end to keep possession. Here's Gonzalez. Moving the ball through the center. Gonzalez gets a shot off. Page does well. Here's Ban. Gives it off to Burnett. Now James. They'll move it forward through Canast and they'll retreat back to James. Here's Ban, Canast. Oh, doesn't quite get through there. There's Atta losing it. Ban will take again. Maybe a turnover there almost. And it will be in the end. It'll be an Eagles ball. Oliveira did well there and he'll get it here. Here's Oliveira. Nice little boot in there by Burnett. But Oliveira may have won possession in the end. He has. And it will be Oliveira. Gives it off and a chance from Gonzalez. Put everything into that, but couldn't get the accuracy in the end. There's a header dangerously. Kirkby does well. Expect potentially a bit of a rotation between Kirkby and Ethan Hardy in goals. They do that often. It will be an Eagles ball here through Nicholas Gonzalez. Gonzalez, can he get that through? He can't. Well done by Canast. And Atta will take. He might just leave. And the Eagles will take possession through Kirkby. And Kirkby goes short. Gonzalez. Oliveira. Amro Atta. Gonzalez does well in the end. He may get it back here. What a chance this is! And what a goal that is! Unbelievable bit of play by the Eagles. And that might be the goal of the evening. The connection from Atta to find Gonzalez in the end. And it was brilliant. And the Eagles lead. What a way to start for the Arqam Eagles. And here come Braza again. Braza coming out of last week's game where they did go down to Perth Longabata. And they controlled most of that game, but somehow went down 5-1. 5-0 within about 7 minutes of play. They do not want a repeat of that tonight. The Arqam Eagles last week, I believe they came off a defeat as well. May have been to Cumbre. So they'll be looking to bounce back, and that's the start they wanted. It was an exquisite finish. Now Braza through Ban. And once again here tonight, similar to last week, Braza probably have controlled more of the possession as Oliveira almost loses his footing there. And Page gets excited. Here come Braza. Almost a turnover, there's Ban. Burnett, Ban, long ball. Can't find his man in the end. Didn't quite get through to James, but now Page will end up with it. Here's Ban. Gets it through to James. Slow. Steadily progressing there. Oliveira does well to spin around James now. Here's the counter. That doesn't get through. There's Burnett, and that'll be off Oliveira. And Braza will retake. They really need some reward for effort, Braza. They've had a number of good games this season, but haven't been rewarded. They seem to find themselves now down in the lower rungs of the ladder. Kirkby to take now. Off to Atta. That ball doesn't quite get through. He does. Finds Walter Michael, who will retain possession. Back to Atta. Walter Michael. Canast. Almost lost it there to Walter Michael. Keeps possession in the end. And it'll be Burnett. Escobar now on. Back to Ban. Canast. Finds Ban. Nice steady play here by Braza. Canast. Escobar goes down. No foul called. Ban will now keep possession for Braza. It's been building nicely, but they haven't really progressed a whole lot. Here is Escobar. Tries to get that through, but this is a turnover. And the foul will be called on Escobar. Atta goes down. That was Sami Atta. Will be a foul called, and the Eagles will now have a chance. Substitution made. Yagli comes on. There is Yagli. Here he is. Gives it off to Amro Atta as they retreat. Long ball, can he get it through? He can to Walter Michael. Walter Michael did well. And Page comes through and clears. Did very well there, Page. As now Atta will take it. Amro Atta. There's Tarek Atta. He's got it again from Walter Michael. Just overran it. Ban. Now Braza on the attack. Substitution has been made for Braza. That's Garrido on. Garrido, chance. Good block. And Escobar now. Ban. Takes his time against Atta, gets the shot off, and never really threatening on that opportunity. Kirkby will take. Kirkby with a long ball, straight to Page, he'll leave it. Now he may go long. He opts to go short instead. Here's Ban. Gives it off to Gray, who has also now been subbed on. Gray gets it back. Off to Ban. Ban to Gray. Big collision. Good contest. And it will be won by Braza. And Gray will take 14 minutes remaining in this first half as Braza look to equalise. Ban goes out to Gray, cuts it inboard, does well. Back out to Ban, and now Escobar. Still going. That wasn't Gray, my mistake. That was Garrido, who ends up losing it. The Eagles will take. Can that ball get through? It does. Here's Walter Michael. Turns around to the broadcast end. Atta. Amro Atta goes down the line, takes on Ban, but no one there. Good idea, but no one there in the end. It will be Escobar. Gives it off. Does that get through? No, not to Garrido. And it's not going to stay in the end. The attempt was from Camille, who's now on as well. He couldn't quite keep the ball in play. And Braza now. Been a fairly even game to start proceedings here tonight. Two teams with a few opportunities each. No major ones, other than obviously a brilliant goal by the Eagles. And Braza, that's a good ball by Bam, but there might have been too much on it. Chance still, Escobar. But good save by Kirkby. Escobar will get another crack here though with this corner off the Ban. Ban cuts outside, gets a shot off his right. Deflection off Atta will keep the opportunity going for Braza. There's a chance by Garrido. Good block by Walter Michael as Ban goes all the way back to Page. As they now build. Here's Garrido. Here's a chance. Back to Ban. Ban just gets there. And no one at the back post, so there was, but it was just behind him, Escobar, in the end. As John Page will take. Long ball, Walter Michael. Tight contest there. Goes all the way back to Atta. Here's Oliveira now back on. Nice little move, but can't keep it in. Deflection involved, in fact, from the defender. And on comes Gonzalez, Oliveira. And here is Escobar on that far flank. Shot by Garrido. Just got under that one by a fair bit. Still 1-0 the score. Tight tussle to start off the evening. This game, in fact. That ball goes long. Can they keep it in, Gonzalez? No. Page goes flying. And Page collides with the wall on that bottom corner. He's down at the moment, just getting a bit of attention. John Page. He came flying in. I think Gonzalez was there for the Eagles and Page came flying in, and a bit of a collision from what appeared to be with a wall, potentially. Has been a tight start to this one. Be interesting to see what does happen throughout the rest of this first half. Who can get the next one? A win for Braza, if they do manage to get up here, will bring them into the top, or to bring them at least to 7th, and it will have them leapfrog the Eagles. If the Eagles can win, they will at least tie Perth United, who are currently in 6th, and if they do win by a substantial margin, they could in fact jump into the top 6, the Arqam Eagles, by the end of this round. It looks like there will be a substitution made at goalkeeper for Stirling Braza, with Page going off, as you'll see in your bottom left of screen. And now the Eagles take. Gonzalez, good cutting board, but that goes high. Here is Escobar. Burnett, back to Escobar. Has Garrido, has an outlet. Decides to go long instead, and that ball's gonna go high. The attempt there by Torres, Nicholas Torres. Long ball, Gonzalez gets there. Wasn't a bad idea, kind of found Atta in the end, but Atta couldn't control it. Sami Atta. So John Page may be warming up to potentially come back on. We have Escobar here. Contest there, well done by Atta, Tarek Atta this time. Coming flying in. As in fact Page does come back on now. Seems to be all okay, which is good to see. The contest here, counter opportunity for the Eagles. But in the end, well done by Burnett. Thwarting that and winning possession back for Braza. Here's Burnett. Goes steadily to Escobar. Now Garrido. Has 2 defenders there, so he decides to go back to Escobar. And that's not going to be kept in by Torres. A tough ball for him. And now Atta. Atta goes back. Atta's combining, and in the end Oliveira there gets a boot to it, and it will go into touch. Braza will take. This will be Escobar. Substitution made. James comes on. Burnett. Garrido, I believe, on that far flank. Tries to get that to Escobar. Escobar will end up with it now. Burnett can't get that one through to Garrido, but they will keep possession, Braza. It will be Escobar as James, Garrido, and Burnett. Goes Burnett. Now James. Tries to get that through. Doesn't. Turned over dangerously. Here's a chance for Atta. Big slide in, and Burnett gets there. Had to make that tackle and did it. Did it strongly in the end. That was Tarek Atta coming flying through. Here's Gonzalez, nice little feint. Goes back to Atta, Sami Atta. Tried to get that through to Tarek. Tarek couldn't control it. Here's a chance for Burnett. But good defense by the Eagles, and in the end, Gonzalez did well. Atta can't get that through. It goes long. It's going to be, that's going to be a Braza ball. It'll be Burnett. They need an equaliser, Braza, really to keep that confidence up. They cannot concede the next one. Burnett gets it through to James. Here's a chance. There's no one there, though. Atta, long ball to Oliveira for a 2-0 lead. Page does well. Massive save by Page. And now Garrido on the counter. James gets it through, foul not called. What a save by Kirkby. Still going. And again. And 2 chances for Escobar. And Kirkby is pumped about it. A certain goal which appeared to be rocketing into that top right corner, but did brilliantly to get there. And so here's a chance now for the Eagles. Atta, last touch of Atta. That one was Tarek, and John Page will take. But what a few moments of play we've seen. And now James, Canast. Might go long, he does. It's a good ball. Like, well done in the end, getting there. By the Eagles' defence. Utter had to get that boot there because an attack was looming. And now Canast. Burnett. Ball could go either way. It's going to be in favour of the Eagles. It'll be Utter to take. Amro Utter, back from Kirkby. Goes long, can that one get through? It's gonna end up with Oliveira. That gets through, but not controlled. Massive chance goes begging, that was Camille. It looks like the chance was there. Here's Burnett, now Canas. Canas. It's going to be James and Escobar combining. Here's James. Can he keep it in? He can't. He may have, but it won't be a Braza ball. Looks like it just went out into touch before he got a boot to it. It will be taken here now through Kirkby. Utter. Oliveira. Too much on that one. Won't find his target. John Page. Now resetting. Here's Canast. Almost went to ban. Decided against it. Now ban it is. Has James. Canast. Ban. Good ball to Ban. Ban just had to get something on that and it would have been a chance. But out of his reach when he swung for it. And that may be a foul. Contact there made by Camille. It will be a Braza ball off the Eagles foul. And Canas will take. Canas finds James. James still steady. Now Ban. Here is Gray now on Ban. Maybe he's trying to find someone at that back post. But Canas wasn't there in the end. It'd be Kirkby to take.
It's a long ball, boys.
Utter finds Oliveira. Two defenders. And they win out. Canas. James into Ban. Cuts it outside. Chance. And Canas going for something quite remarkable. Very low percentage there. But worth a chance. And now now a long ball. Yes, Canas was in the area, but the long ball was from Kirkby. And Braza will reset, trying still to get that equaliser that they conceded that goal very early in this one. And they've steadied and they've definitely had a few chances, probably the majority of them. We'll see the stats at the half. That is Utter clearing it, trying to find Utter of the Amro variety, but couldn't in the end. There's Ban, can't get through. Ban will end up with it anyway. Gray back to Ban, cuts it inboard nicely. Goes out to Canast. Canast, good long ball to James. He has Ban there. He may go all the way himself. But in the end, great defense by Camille. Here's a chance for Gray! Straight through Kirkby's legs. And there's the equaliser that Braza so desperately needed. Baden Gray comes on about a minute or two ago and gets the goal that they were so after over these last 10 minutes. And just like that, it is a tied ball game. One apiece. Canas as he wins that. Here's a chance for Utter. Amro Utter gets it in. And Oliveira was there and he's frustrated because he had a massive opportunity. Massive chance goes begging there for Oliveira. Here's Ban. And now Braza under a bit of pressure, but Baden Gray does brilliantly. Hamill comes in and defends well. It'll be a Braza ball. Ray can't get it through. Now Braza through Ban. Ban cuts it on Atta and gets a shot off. And what a finish by Josh Ban. Finds the top just below that crossbar, finding the back of the net with authority on a beautiful move inside. You see on that replay, gets it past Atta, and just like that, within the space of 20 seconds, Braza lead. And a 2-1 Braza lead, and how quickly this game has changed. As now all of a sudden the Eagles are on the back foot. There's Ban. Dangerous here because Eagles still have a chance. But Canas does well to clear. Atta. Few feints. Gets it through in the end. Here's a chance, but Page there. Braza now build. Here's a good ball. Good idea, more like it. Couldn't quite find his man in the end though. Could Torres. Target was Gray. Gonzalez comes on. Here's a chance. Doesn't quite get through. Oh, got through. Just too much on it though in the attempt to find Yagli. And now Ban. Just under 6 minutes to go. Can't get that one through. Here's Atta. Gonzalez, defended by Torres, beats Torres, and in was Canast getting there to save the day. Gray, Canast, back to Ban. Eagles set up well defensively here. No holes, there's a chance. Foul may be called, definite contact was made, and the foul will be called on Yagli. Braza ball. So they will get an opportunity here, Braza, to potentially extend this out to a 3-1 lead. There's Gray, Ban and Canast discussing what to draw up here. Looks like it will be Gray. Gray overruns it. Here's Ban, chance. Well defended. Up to the task in the end was Walter Michael. Getting ahead to it. Substitution now made. Gray comes off, Escobar comes on. Here is Escobar into Canast. Turns around the defender, but too much on the touch.
Guys, what's the long ball? What's the long ball?
Here is Atta. Long ball gets through to Walter Michael. Well defended by Ban. Ban's now going to be running. He's got a chance for a second, and he can't finish. Good save by Kirkby. Gonzalez. Long ball gets to Walter Michael. I think Walter Michael thought that Tagley was a bit ahead of where he was, or Yagli. There's Gonzalez. Can't control it. Braza will take through Escobar. That one out of the reach of Ban.
What's the middle? What's the middle?
Here's Gonzalez. The boot a bit over that ball. Didn't get anything on it. Here's Escobar. Moves it out wide to Canas. Has a few options. Goes to Escobar. Too much on it though, and in the end, can't find him. And the Eagles will take through Atta. This one, Amro Atta. Take from the sideline. He has Sami Atta waiting. He has Gonzalez. And he has Walter Michael as his current teammates on to choose from. That one, he went to Walter Michael. Walter Michael will end up with it here, will he? Well, Page did well in the end. Almost a goalkeeper touch outside of the D. It must have just been in. It was tight. Braza looked to build again. Here's Escobar. Had Canas presenting. Decides to go to him now. Escobar gets it back. Here's a chance. Chance still. And this time not finished. Did well there to get a touch on that Kirkby. But Torres had a chance. If he could have had better connection, the goals were open. Long ball from Kirkby to Atta. Amro Atta back to Sammy Atta. Now Amro Atta. Might go back to Sammy. He goes to Walter Michael. Finds Sammy almost just out of his reach. Nice idea there by Walter Michael though. Looks like there may have been a deflection involved. And Sammy Atta will take with just under 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Long ball, here's Gonzalez. Taking his time, defended by James. Cuts it outboard now, and now goes the opposite direction. Now he loses it, no, he still keeps possession. Now tries to beat two. A bit of holding going on. Escobar will reset. Did well there, Gonzalez, to keep possession for as long as he did, but he was always fighting a losing battle against, in the end, about 3 defenders. 3 Braza defenders. Now Ban will slow things down. Here's Escobar. James. Can that get through? Not quite. Ban was in the wings. Foul is called against the Arqam Eagles. Rolling foul given.
What's the long?
This will be taken by Amro Atta. Long ball. Well, this is Amro Atta, sorry, that was Sammy. Here's Amro, loses it, and that ball just goes into touch, trying to find Escobar.
What's the back?
Here's a chance. Oliveira. Page goes down, and he's up. Foul will be called on Oliveira. To be banned. Page is sore. Appears to be indicating there was a bit of a connection between the boot and the chest. Here is James. Out to Burnett. Ban. That will be dealt with well by James. Now Page. Ban. Escobar. Tried to cut it to the outside, but lost it. It's Sammy Atta will take. Kirkby almost overrun it for a second there. Amro Atta. Long to Gonzalez. Tried to find Oliveira, can't. Now Burnett. Burnett has Ban on the outside. He might have a shot here. He does. Can't finish. Deflection there.
Guys, set it up!
Burnett. Out to Ban. Can that one get through? Almost. Burnett. Almost somehow got past Kirkby, but
Watch the long ball, he's doing this side, yeah?
they'll survive that attacking foray there. The Eagles. Long ball by Kirkby finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez beats Ban. And now there might be a foul call. There is. It will be called on Escobar. He beat Ban, and it looked like he may have been on the verge of beating Escobar, and contact was made. Yellow card will be given, and a penalty appears to have been called. He was about to get past Escobar, and a shot would have at least resulted. Now it will be a penalty. And it now is up to John Page for Braza to prevent the equaliser. Looks like Nicolas Gonzalez will take. Just on the verge of half-time. A massive opportunity for the Eagles to tie the scores. Page standing strong. Gonzalez lining up.
You got it, boys. You got it. You got this, JP.
In comes Gonzalez, and he finishes. Not many keepers would have stopped that. He put everything behind it, and just like that, it is 2-2. And probably about right with how this game has gone. Probably about fair to be a draw at this point in the game. Both teams have had their opportunities and not many complaints with regards to that penalty, even from Escobar himself, who gave it away. His band can't control that. And here is Kirkby, long ball. Can he find Oliveira? He can, but it'll be lost. Tight tussle there. Foul may be called. Foul will be called on Oliveira. And that will be potentially a 5th foul for the Eagles. They're going to have to get through the next minute and a half with no fouls, the Arqam Eagles, after that. And Braza will be looking to draw a penalty if they can. Here's Ben. James. Here's Burnett. There's Venegas now on. Ban, back to Venegas. May go back to Ban, he does. Good pressure by the Eagles though. Just over a minute to go. They'll want to try and force a contest here, Braza, to potentially draw a foul. Venegas, well defended in the end though, by Camille. Venegas. There's Ban, too much on that, can't find Venegas again. The Eagles will take it back. 58 and a bit seconds remaining.
Long ball, boys. What's that long?
Here comes Atta. Tariq Atta, long ball, will give Braza a chance here. Burnett to James, off the inbound from Ban. James can't get that through. Here's a chance for another one for the Eagles. Ban got a foot in. Oliveira, can he get that to Atta? We did well enough because it's going to be an Eagles ball off of James.
Back post, boys. What's the back post? What's the back post?
And now Amro Atta, Sami Atta, Tarek Atta, all looming with Oliveira at that back post. Here is Sami Atta, loses it. They'll get it back though, another chance. Here is Sami Atta, gets it through, and Oliveira, too much on it. He didn't have the time in the end to really know where the ball was before it reached. Just needed some sort of connection to trouble Page. Now Burnett, 25 seconds remaining. Ban out to James. He's got Ban running. Decides to go through the middle. Burnett, that's going to be off the Eagles in the end. Can they at least force a contest? Maybe threaten the Eagles, maybe draw a foul. One chance here, here's Ban. Long shot, not going to trouble anything there. The block by Atta. With 4 seconds to go, they've just got to put one long ball. There it is to Venegas. And the shot, almost troubled Kirkby, but he seemed under control. And that will do us for the first half in this final game of the evening. 2 goals each, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes for the second half.
Can be a Cumbre corner. And the classic Tang! Tang! You cannot be doing that! Jesus.
As Venegas, another save. And one Calderon Barrios with 2 massive saves in a row.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Welcome back everyone for the second half of this final game of the evening. Round 6 Friday for the men's Supa-Liga. Currently 2 goals apiece in this one. With a chance there for Band and almost a chance there at the back post. Couldn't quite get the connection. Any touch on that there from Baden Gray probably would have finished it and given them the lead, but couldn't in the end. And the foul there called on Baden Gray. Camille this time went down. The foul will be called right in front of you. It will be Atta to take. The captain, Sami Atta. Now he finds the men on that far flank. There's Tarek Atta. Here's Atta again, cuts it inboard. Tries to get it through. Couldn't end up finding Camille. But now there's a chance for Atta, and Page cleanly takes that one. Gray, and you can feel the intensity in this stadium. It's electric. Both teams have so much to play for, and the next goal in particular, so crucial in this one. Here's Atta bringing it back in. Atta goes long. Camille can't get it past Venegas. Gray. The ball will end up with Kirkby. Or he'll leave it. He will leave it. It'll be a side ball for the Eagles, much to the dismay of Braza. Long ball by Atta. Is Vanegas. In defense, long ball. Finds Ban. Now Gray. Gray out to Ban. Can Ban put together another bit of magic that we saw earlier? Ban back to Gray. And now Vanegas. Sorry, not Vanegas, that's Burnett. Tried to go back to Vanegas, in fact, but it'll end up with Ban. Gets it through to Gray, who falls. Manages to get back up, but it's too late because now Atta pounces. Now he loses it to Burnett. Burnett 2-on-1. Well defended by Atta. Shot by Ban. Can't find the back of the net. That ball goes long. Canast on it. Can he keep it in? He can't. And it will be a Eagles ball. Here's Atta. That's a Sammy Atta. Tries to go long. Can't find his man. Joshua Ban has been big this season. He's been very influential, especially in the assists. Had a number of them in recent weeks and throughout the season. I believe he's got about 5 or 6 on the season, which is right up there in the standings. Piercy is second most in the league for the season.
It's not a funeral, boys. Stop.
This ball will be brought in by the Eagles. Their leading goal scorer for the season has been Oliveira, who scored 5. He's been massively influential all season, and they might need one from him in this next 17 and a bit minutes of play if they want to get past Braza here tonight. Here's Ban. Here is Burnett. It's going to lose it. Chance. Ban ends up with it. Going to move the ball through the centre. Canast goes long, but well done in the end. Kirkby up to the task, as always. Atta.
Why not? Shoot it, why not?
Here is Sammy Atta, just getting under it. Two goals each still, with just under now 17 minutes remaining in this half in the game. They've only had one win for this season, Braza, and that win was an impressive one. I believe they were down by 2 goals against South Perth earlier this year. They ended up coming out on top by 3 goals, winning 5-2. And since then, they have not been able to find the 3 points that they've been after to get that second win of their season. They have a massive opportunity here tonight against a team around their level, on the ladder at least. And currently, it's all tied up. So a big opportunity for Braza, as well as the Eagles. Here's James. Can he get that through? He can. Vanegas got that shot off. Kirkby, solid save. It didn't look like he was going to find the target regardless, but needed to be safe. Here's a chance for the Eagles. They'll move it up. This is a big chance. This should be finished. And somehow can't keep it down, Gonzalez. If he had just put that on target. Once again, Page wasn't there. Massive opportunity goes begging. It's a nice bit of play by Walter Michael, cutting through the centre. Did very well. There's now Canast. Vanegas.
What's that?
There's a foul will be called. Vanegas will be the recipient. And it may have been from the stomping as Tina Campos is saying it, by Gonzalez. I believe the reference is being made to on the bench as well just a few moments ago when I believe a Braza player had the ball and there was some stomping coming from the bench. I believe it may have just happened out there. I may be wrong. I believe that is what the foul was called for. Here is Vanegas. Vanegas again, that one's high. It's a long ball. Here's Canast. James. Out to Vanegas. Can he find his target? He can. There's Garrido. Garrido keeps it in well. Vanegas. James. He has Garrido wide open. Can't get it to him. He goes to Vanegas instead. And a good block in the end. Kirkby will go long to Gonzalez. Maybe a bit too long because he couldn't control it in the end. Not a bad throw though in the end. It'll be Braza now to take. Here is Canast. Canast out to James. James cuts it inboard. Retreats to Vanegas.
We're talking.
Canast. Left by Vanegas for Garrido. Maybe turned over. But he did well on the end, Garrido. Garrido's got space now, but Vanegas can't find him. Just to the inside of him. It's still 2-2. And Braza now get back on defense. Back on defense. Here is now Atta. Atta with a long ball. Finds Sami Atta, but can't find the back of the net. Good attempt, nevertheless. Substitution made now for the Arqam Eagles. Is Yagli coming on? See if he can have an impact. Be a fire starter for the Eagles. Here is James. Yagli was involved there. Vanegas though gets it out to Canast. Canast! Kirkby gets there. Canast still. He'll leave. And the rolling foul will be called, and the foul count is starting to add up now. 3 fouls for the Arqam Eagles early in this half. Here's James. Gets it to Garrido, but couldn't get the accuracy or the connection he was after on that attempt. So 3 fouls, they'll really need to manage that now, especially being so early in the half for the Eagles. Atta, defended by Vanegas, goes back to Gonzalez. Now Atta may have put too much on that one, he did. Because the block by Garrido, that right of screen ended up being good enough to let it sail into touch. Here's James. Finds Garrido. Garrido tries to turn his opponent. He does it well. Did it well on Oliveira, but ends up losing it. Atta. Canast. Chance. This could be for the lead. Oliveira does it! What a finish! And just as I mentioned, the amount of goals he scored this year, Miguel Oliveira gives the Eagles the lead. 3-2. He hadn't had much of an impact this game so far, but all he needed was one touch, and that one touch has put his side in front. The substitution is now made for Braza, now needing an equaliser. It's Torres now on. Here's Canast, straight at Kirkby. Those ones are always a bit of a challenge, a bit of a wobbler. Vanegas with the intercept. Goes out wide to Canast. Canast tried to find Torres at that back post. Couldn't get through to him in the end, but Canast will be rewarded with a corner. Vanegas. Strong defence by the Eagles. Long ball by Atta. Turned over. It's going to be one back by the Eagles. And a nice little move by Yagli to beat the defender. And there's Oliveira again. And just like that, in 30 seconds, Oliveira has 2 goals. And the Eagles lead by 2 goals. Braza looked like they were in command. Scores were tied. They had a lead at one point. And they were controlling a fair bit of the possession, also having a few opportunities and not converting. And now just like that on the other side, the Eagles go bang, bang, and they have a 2-goal lead. Here's Vanegas. Does well to keep it. Here's a chance for the immediate response. Torres couldn't quite get to it. And Kirkby will now steady things as the Eagles lead. If they do win, as Atta, another one! Is that Oliveira again? Oliveira has 3 in the space of 40 seconds. Looks like it came off him, off the shot by, I believe it may have been Atta. We'll see that on the replay. It was. Atta turns his defender around. Bit of a deflection. Timeout is called, but Oliveira involved in 3 consecutive goals, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back as we come back from the timeout with Miguel Oliveira with the hat-trick in the space of 40 seconds. And that hat-trick is literally the difference in this game. Those 3 goals have turned this game from a 2-2 margin, or 2-2 score, to a 3-goal margin all of a sudden. 5-2 is the lead for the Eagles. And a yellow card will be, in fact, given to Sadad Yagli for what appears to have been spitting on the floor and ruled as gross by Tina Campos. And a yellow is given. As an indirect, won't add to the foul count. But he wouldn't want another yellow. Here's Ben. The save there by the keeper, Kirkby. Swats it away. Here is Burnett. Ban. Gets it to Escobar. And it'll be lost in the end. But they'll keep possession through Burnett. Escobar out to Ban. Wide to Gray. Gray tries to get it inboard. It's turned over. Utter, long ball. Page will clean that one up. And now Gray. Good ball to Burnett. And there's an attempt, which wasn't going to trouble the keeper. Worth a shot, just needed the accuracy. Long ball. And down went Yagli. No foul called. It'll be Gray. Escobar. Ban. They slowly move this one forward as that one isn't on target by Joshua Ban. And it will take something quite remarkable for Braza to get back in this game with this deficit and all the momentum in favour of the Eagles. Oliveira, long ball, doesn't get through to Utter. The intended target, Yugli, was there. Oliveira dangerously flicks it back. Chance, deflection, high. It will be a corner though. Looks to be taken by Gray. Maybe ban as it is now brought to the broadcast end. Ban. Long to Gray. And that would have taken an unbelievable sort of an effort. And couldn't get the connection he was looking for. Long ball there, Chance, Yugli. Braza will look to build into potentially bringing this back to 5-3 and giving themselves a chance in this game. That's not what they need. Gray will lose it. And the Eagles, again, this one's turned over though. Here's a chance. Out to Ban, cleared by Kirkby. Cleared well by Kirkby. Ban. Oliveira involved. Now Utter, long, couldn't find Oliveira, too much on it. You can sense the energy from the Arqam Eagles bench. They feel they have all the momentum in this game. And Braza are going to have to do something extraordinary. Here's a chance, a turn by Burnett. He goes down, and if there is something that will get them back in this game, Braza, it is the foul count. That is 4 fouls. This one called on Utter. And now Braza have a chance. Here's a chance for Struan Burnett. The defense setting now for the Eagles. Will he go out wide to Ban, or will he have a shot himself? He'll go to Ban. Can't get it through. Now the counter. Turned over. Burnett does well. Cuts it. Attacks. Turned over. Utter does brilliantly. Now the counter. Chance for Oliveira. Almost did it again. Almost beat Page at that near post, but Page does well. Almost 4 goals for Oliveira. And now Vanegas. 1-on-1 with Utter. Chance. Not finished by Escobar. And the Eagles will take. And now the Eagles look to build again. Here's Utter, long ball. Oh, Oliveira was lurking again there. Here's Utter, gets it, and Oliveira almost. Big chance there. Couldn't find it at the back post, but it will be their ball. Be a corner to be taken now by Walter Michael. Walter Michael to Sami Utter. Sami Utter can't get it through. Page goes down. Out to Vanegas. Tackled by Oliveira. And that'll be the 5th. That'll be their 5th foul with still 10.5 minutes to go. And that's a yellow for Oliveira. No complaints. And Vanegas, the man to go down. Looks all okay. And any foul now for the Arqam Eagles will result in a 10-metre penalty for Braza. Appears like it may be 4 fouls. There's a bit of discussion going on, a bit of confusion. Looks like to be 4 fouls. I think one of those fouls must have been indirect. So one more foul will put them in that danger zone. The Arqam Eagles. Braza out to Canast. Burnett. Ban. Back to Burnett. Appears to have been a touch on that by Kirkby. Braza will get another roll of the dice. Taken by Burnett. Goes to Vanegas, and the block there by Samiata. Burnett will take again. This time Canast, and that one's wide left. And it is not looking good for Stirling. Obviously need the next one to really give themselves a chance in this one. Here's Samiata. Goes long. And couldn't control there. Couldn't control that in the end, Camille. Here's Ban. Into Burnett. Kirkby will end up with it. Samiata. Long ball. Tried to find Amro Atta. It'll be won by Camille. Defense is there, but Camille does well. Now he loses it. Vanegas will take from touch. See if they can set something up here, Braza. Ban. Burnett. Couldn't get that through there to Vanegas. Up to the task was Samiata. Ban. Vanegas has a few options in. Chooses one of them, which was Burnett. Vanegas now back to Ban. Ban cuts it inboard. Now cuts it outside. Turned over Camille. Tried to take on his opponent. Goes down. Chance for Ban. Now Vanegas cuts it in. And brilliant save by Kirkby. Another chance, Burnett. Camille still down. And Braza will take possession and appears to be hurt. Just clutching at that hamstring. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Hamstring.
He comes off. Hopefully all is okay, just come off. As now Braza will move it through the middle. Here is Canast. Looks like it may have been a cork. May have been a cork for Camille. So hopefully all is okay. There's Atta. Walter Michael. Can't quite keep it in. Ban. Wide to Vanegas. Just overran it. Keeps it somehow. Atta now. Tried to find someone in the middle, but in the end no one was there, and Canast will bring it back in. Ban. Chance here now for the Eagles. Atta tried to go out wide, couldn't find Tarek Atta. Now Tarek Atta. Canast wins it in the end. Ban. Gets a shot off, and Kirkby up to the task. Here is Ban. Vanegas. James. 1-1 with Walter Michael. Good defence in the end. There's Vanegas. Canast gets a shot off. Well defended again by Atta. They've been so strong in defence all game so far, the Arqam Eagles. And now's a chance for Tarek Atta on the counter. Defended by James. Now cuts it inside. Finds Walter Michael. Nice little spin. Still going. Walter Michael finds Utter and finds woodwork. What a goal that would have been by Walter Michael, spinning around 2 defenders. But gave it off. Probably could have had a shot in the end himself. Vanegas. Ban. James. Can't get that through. Walter Michael there. And similarly to their loss last week, Braza, against Longabata, they have had their fair share of possession, but they have not been able to convert on the opportunities that they've had. And the Arqam Eagles have been phenomenal at really that 3-minute spurt of brilliance by Oliveira is the difference in this game. Here's Canas, can't get that one through. Now Tarek Atta one-on-one with Vanegas, goes through Vanegas' legs, but Vanegas strong in the end, does well. And Ban can reset. He's got Canas running deep, but he'll slow it down. Out wide to Vanegas. Back to Ban, back to Vanegas, and cleared. Cleared by Yagli. Here's Ban, into Vanegas, tries to turn around his defender. He did, but he couldn't get the connection he wanted. It'll be an Eagles ball with the clock now at 7 minutes. Long ball by Kirkby. Walter Michael leaves. And it'll be Gonzalez coming in to take. Gonzalez finds Walter Michael, tried to flick it back to Atta. Couldn't get it to him. Ban. Now they'll move it through Vanegas and Garrido. Vanegas loses the touch. Frustrated at himself. And couldn't quite get through. The Eagles have been so strong on defence. Braza, whilst they've had a lot of possession, they haven't had a whole lot of obvious opportunities one-on-one. They've had a few. Here's Garrido, here's one. Out to Canas, chance, and there's Vanegas. Wesley Vanegas brings them back within a 2-goal deficit. Just as I said, they hadn't had many opportunities. They get the one they were after. There's a brilliant ball into that back post, and Vanegas finishes it off. This game is back on now. Chance for Garrido. The handball appears to have been called. And the Eagles ball with a 2-goal lead. But that goal will give Braza a slither of hope. Still a long, long way to go. Here's Ban. Out to Vanegas. Ban again. Garrido now starts to push forward into the centre, turns it over. Here's Atta. Gonzalez takes his time. Couple little moves, tried to get it outside, couldn't get it done. And it'll be Garrido winning that contest. Ban. Vanegas. Garrido. Ban. Goes back to Vanegas and way too much on that one. And he isn't happy with himself. It'll be Kirkby to reset. That ball's turned over. Garrido into Vanegas. No foul called. Used his body well. In the end, Amr Atta. It'll be a Braza ball, but well defended in a dangerous spot for the Eagles. Canast. Garrido gets it through, almost to Canast. Once again, Atta does well. Miguel Oliveira gets it through. Gonzalez! And that's a huge save by Page. That looked like a certain goal, but straight at Page. And he had to make that save to keep them in this. Here's Gonzalez. Nice little feint on Vanegas. Vanegas does well. That'll be a foul. Foul definitely called there on Vanegas. No complaints. And the Eagles will take, and that will now be 4 fouls for each team here tonight. 4 fouls for each team. 5-3 the score. Opportunity for Utter. Goes wide. Here's a chance still! And almost finished. Gonzalez at that back post almost hammered it in. But unfortunately for the Eagles, it was not to be. Unfortunately for Braza, they are still in this one. Here is Garrido, back to Vanegas. Now Ban. Cuts it backwards into the centre, turns it over. But Garrido does well to win it back, but couldn't control it. The Eagles pounce on it quickly through Gonzalez. Utter. Nice little flick, finding Oliveira. Can he keep it in? He can't.
So Nick, when you make that pass, then you move. You move straight away.
And Braza will take. Vanegas turns it over. The Eagles through Gonzalez. Utter. Deflection off Ban. Good long ball. Vanegas fighting for position. Ends up winning it well. Now he's got Burnett. Can he push through? Can he get past Gonzalez? Now he's got Utter in his way. He's got 2 defenders to beat. Still going Burnett. Did very well. They'll reset. Ban. Back to Burnett. Goes long. Probably too much on that. Just out of the reach of Garrido in the end. Long ball. Flings it. Nicholas Kirkby. And found the head of Gonzalez, but to no avail. That's a good ball to Vanegas, controls it, goes for something spectacular, but can't get to it. Gonzalez, long ball, turns it over. Here's Garrido, needs to do something with this. Gets a shot off, deflection. He did have 2 options there. He had Burnett and Vanegas to either side. Went the shot. Deflection, fortunately, results in a corner. Still for Braza, and there it is. Burnett brings this back to 5-4. And just like that, just under 4 minutes to go, and Braza are fighting back. You could sense earlier that all the momentum was on the Eagles' side. But you just never know. All it takes is 1 goal.
Come on, boys, come on. Wow.
And now it is 5-4. With 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, and Braza could steal it. Here's Vanegas again. Can't get it through to Burnett. Turns it over. And this will be Page. Can they pull off the comeback, Braza, by scoring the next one and equalising? Here's Gray.
Go.
Vanegas. Gonzalez pressuring. That ball turned over dangerously by Vanegas. Chance. Not finished by Utter.
Follow up, man. We try with it.
Vanegas. Burnett. Had an option, had Gray there long. Don't think he saw him. Now Gray has it. Defended by Utter. Will he take him on? He's almost going to turn it over. Vanegas will just go straight back to Gray. Brilliantly. Does that get through to Vanegas? It did. He just couldn't control it. Just over 3 minutes now remaining. Here's Utter.
Keep working for us, okay? Shot middle, boys. Shot middle, okay?
Vanegas. At the Ban. Back to Vanegas, back to Ban. Slowly progress this play. Ban again from Burnett. Has a few options, chooses Burnett. Defense is strong by the Eagles. This time though, Vanegas tries to turn the defender, no foul called. Long ball cleared by Escobar. It will be an Eagles ball. The brilliant job, Braza, not dropping their heads and fighting back into this. And it's really now anyone's game, especially if Braza get this next one. Does that get through to Venegas? It does. Controls it well, gets a shot off. Really big block, still a chance, and massive by Kirkby. Now Oliveira for his fourth. Page gets there. Did brilliantly. Chance. Oh, Venegas. Back to Burnett. Chance still for Braza. Ban cuts it in and can't finish. Good block by Utter. Ban. Escobar. Out to Venegas. Into Burnett. Strong defense by the Eagles again. Venegas. He's been everywhere, Venegas, in these last few minutes. Ban. Burnett back to Ban. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Almost gets through to Escobar there. Good defense by the Eagles. Utter. All the way back to Utter. Here's a chance. Walter Michael keeps it in. But it will be John Page's ball. Go to Josh Ban. Venegas. Can they equalise? Ban. Chance. Open space, but the control was not there. Just could not keep it in there, James, as a timeout is called by the Eagles. We'll be back in just a moment, and what a thrilling finish we have coming up.
Cambia Cumbre corner. And the classic Tang! Tang! You cannot be doing that! Jesus.
As Venegas, another save. And one Calderon Barrios with 2 massive saves in a row. And we are back with what is looking like it's going to be a thrilling finish coming up. Drama coming with just over a minute to go. Big block there. 5-4 the score. Braza need an equaliser. And the Eagles, a win would be so big for them. They would really put pressure on that top 6. Here is Arta, defended tightly by Braza. Chance to counter. Yes, they have it here. Venegas. Burnett has James to his left. Goes to Venegas on his right. Venegas takes off now. Tight defense by Arta. And it's turned over. It will be an Eagles ball. They did well. Tarek Arta didn't quit on the play. Here's Sami Arta out to Tarek Arta. Brilliant ball. Fights for it in the corner. And it will still stay with the Eagles, and valuable seconds are ticking off the clock for Braza. Walter Michael.
Sammy ready for balance.
Walter Michael again. Blocked from Burnett. They're going to need somehow to win possession back, Braza, because they are running out of time. That one gets to Utter. Canas defending. And he's just going to let the clock run. No foul called. And they'll get the ball. The block there by Utter. 30 seconds to go. Here's Burnett. Fifth man is on. Josh Ban. Ban has it now. They need a score. Here's a chance. Can't get it through. That'll hit the roof. And Braza now with 18 seconds to go have a chance to equalise. Ban. Burnett out to Vanegas. Can't get it through. And it's going to be off of Vanegas. The Eagles take possession. And if they can just hold on. They can't though. Here's Canast. Vanegas. James, they've got to go. Fifth man comes sprinting on Ban. Burnett, Canast, can't get it in. Canast still cleared by Utter. And with 1.1 seconds to go, they're going to have one chance at it. One attempt. Can they find the back post? Can they find a deflection? Vanegas, way under it. And the Eagles hold on. What a win for the Arqam Eagles. Up 5-2. Braza came roaring back, but in the end it was too little too late. And the Arqam Eagles start to really put pressure on that top six now. And for Stirling Braza again, it's close again, but not enough. And that will do us for the evening. We'll get these stats up in just a minute. And thank you for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow night for some more big games.